Hey everybody, what's up? Today I wanted to talk about the C.A.R SMG. This gun is probably one of the best, if not the best gun in the game, in Titanfall. Uh, I know everyone thinks and says that the 101C is probably the best, but let's go ahead and look at the C.A.R stats. The C.A.R deals 99. The C.A.R deals 66 damage in close range and 35 at a distance with a 1.4 times headshot multiplier. The maximum headshot range is 66.7 meters, which is pretty good for an SMG, honestly. Damage versus Titans is 10 to 20. The critical hit multiplier is 2.0. The critical hit multiplier is when you shoot the Titan and it's got the red boxes, usually after its shields go down in the red boxes. But honestly, you shouldn't be shooting it with your weapon because it's just an absolute waste. Instead, you should really use your anti-Titan weapon. I mean, if you're shooting your Titan with your gun, you need to punch yourself in the dick because you're an idiot. but that's just my opinion. The rodeo damage is 90. The C.A.R's effective range is between 15.2 meters and 23.8 meters. It's still good outside of that range. You just have to burst fire. I've hit probably 50 meters at least. Like I said, you just got to burst fire it. It can still be done, especially on grunts and specters because they're standing still. A little bit harder for pilots, but like I said, it can still be done. Its rate of fire is 846 rounds per minute. This kind of reminds me of one of my favorite Call of Duty guns, the Scorpion from Black Ops 2. It has a similar rate of fire, but the Scorpion had weaker damage. That's probably why I like it so much. The hip firing isn't that bad, actually. In fact, it's really quite good. If you use counterweight and the run and gun kit with stim, you be like a speedy boss. It's highly effective in hardpoint. The hipfire spread standing is 3.5, walking is 4.5, sprinting is 5.5, but this is only possible with the run and gun kit, so you can't sprint and shoot unless you have run and gun on. Crouching is 3.5, and in air is 9.0, which obviously that's the worst, so don't hit fire when you're in the air. The ADS spread while standing is 0.25, while crouching is also 0.25, and in air is 0.5. Again, obviously, if you're in air, it's not as effective. Your movement speed is 105%. Your magazine size is 30 rounds, which is similar to most Call of Duty SMGs, except you start with 450 rounds, which is pretty nice. You'll notice in the video that I'm always reloading, and this is because I don't want to get caught in a gunfight without any ammo. It saves me about roughly around 1 second, and in competitive play 1 second is really a lot. So keep that in mind. Like I said, you'll see me, I'll shoot somebody, I'll back up, I'll reload, and then I'll go back out. So keep that in mind. I highly recommend that you guys get used to doing that. Your ADS in time is 0.2 seconds, and the ADS out time is 0.1 second, and your ADS field of vision, field of view, however you want to say it, it's all the same really, is 55 degrees. Your ADS movement multiplier is 0.75. Your ADS raise time is 0.3 seconds. Drop time is 0.25 seconds. The raise and drop times is basically how long it takes to bring the gun in and out of sights. So the overall entire ADS effect is 0.85 seconds. So from the time you raise it to the time it's in, to the time it's out, to the time it drops, all that happens in 0.85 seconds. So it's still under a second. So now we can go ahead and take a look at the attachments. Since there aren't that many, it shouldn't be that hard. HCOG. The HCOG ADS field of view is 45 degrees. Extended mag increases your mag size to 40 rounds, and your starting ammo capacity is increased to 600. The suppressor will make you not show up on the minimap, but it does reduce your damage down to a whopping 49 to 29. So keep that in mind. I personally won't use the suppressor, mainly because the reduction in damage is too great for a close quarters gun. So I probably would stay away from the suppressor. Even if you're a hardcore ninja fighter, you're gonna get wrecked by most any gun with that kind of damage. Counterweight attachment is highly recommended with a hip fire spread of 3.5, while ADS it's 0.25 again. The amped CAR has an increased damage from 70 to 40. Nothing else changes with the amped CAR. So, with all that said, this weapon is great if you're a slayer or an objective player. Not so much if you're a camper or you don't know what you're doing. Sorry. It does rival the 101, especially in close quarters and medium range fights. Obviously, it does lack in long range because it's an SMG. I personally recommend this gun in CTF and hardpoint with HCOG, counterweight, running gun kit, and stem. And you should be successful if you try it out. Let me know what you think if you try it, if you use it like that, if you use it differently. And I hope you learned something today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm thinking the next video will probably be on the Spitfire LMG. And alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace.